HTTP status codes. The HTTP status code constants are defined by the HTTP Servlet response interface. These codes will send by the server for the responses. All the status codes are 3-digit numbers. The first digit of the status code defines the class of response. There are totally 5 classes of response in practice. Let's see this classification of the responses. They are 1XX informational. This class gives the information such as the request received, continuing process, and etc. 2XX success. This series indicates that the action was successfully received, understood, and accepted. 3XX redirection. This series indicates that further action must be taken in order to complete the request. 4XX client error. This class of response indicates that the request contains bad syntax or cannot be fulfilled. 5XX server error. This series indicates that the server failed to fulfill an apparently valid request. Let us see some of the status codes in detail. SC_OK. Status code is 200 and the default message is OK. Here the client's request was processed successfully and the server's response contains the requested data. SC_moved_permanently. The status code is 301 and the default message is moved permanently. In this case, the requested resource has permanently moved to a new location. Future references should also use the new URL in requests. SC_moved_temporarily. The status code is 302 and the default message is moved temporarily. In this case, the requested resource has temporarily moved to another location, but future references should still use the original URL to access the resource. SC_not_found. Status code for this is 404 and the default message is not found. Here, the requested resource was not found or not available. SC_internal_server_error. The status code is 500 and the default message is internal server error. Here, an unexpected error occurred inside the server which prevents it from fulfilling the request. SC_service_unavailable. Status code is 503 and the default message is service unavailable. In this case, the service or server is temporarily unavailable but should be restored in the future. If the server knows when it will be available again, a retry after header may also be supplied. Here we've discussed only a few status codes. There are a lot more available. If you want to know, refer to these links. URL rewriting. In this lesson, we'll now discuss about the session management and its techniques. First, let us discuss about this session and why we go for session management. Session refers to a particular user, how long he will be alive in the application, i.e., the period from his login to log out from the application. The session expires when the client gets log out from the application, or the server was stopped. Session management is nothing really but keeping track of the user activities throughout the whole application, i.e., across many web pages. For example, if a user wants to buy books through an online store, he searches and finds out the books and adds it to the shopping cart. But the server doesn't know what is already in the cart or all the items in the cart are belonging to the particular user. These kinds of problems can be solved by using the session management techniques such as URL rewriting, hidden form fields, and cookies. Let us discuss them in detail. Let's see how to maintain the user session with URL rewriting. In this method, we will rewrite the URL by appending some extra data in the URL. The extra data will be the unique session ID. Here I can show an example for URL rewriting. Here is the original URL. Here is the rewritten URL, where we can add the session ID as a parameter and give the value as 785. So I think you've got a basic idea about URL rewriting. For a better understanding, I explain the same in online bookstore example. In that case, you are searching for a book by giving the name. The search result shows some of the related books with the book name, followed by a checkbox. Every book has a unique ID and Add to Cart button. Here is the partial source code of the results page that shows the book's name, the Java.EE Bible and Java.EE Complete Reference. Now we choose to buy the Java.EE Complete Reference book and click the Submit button. This would pass the contents of the form to a program called carttrack.jsp, which should read the selected checkboxes, and if we finish purchasing, then it will go for billing. Remember that 421 is the ID of the selected book. Alternatively, if we want to buy more books, we can search for the book and then the target of the new search results page is changed. For a better understanding of what I'm talking about, here is a sample code of a resultant page. In this code, we are able to see that the target URL has been changed by adding a parameter, i.e., the selected book ID. Now we select the Servlets programming book and click Submit. This would pass the contents again to the carttrack.jsp. If we want to buy another book, then the target of the new results page contains two parameters and the process continues. Or else, it'll just go for billing. This kind of URL's length would keep on increasing as more values have to be carried on from one page to another. I think you are now clear about URL rewriting and how we can save the session data using this method.